A Brooklyn-based traveling library is honoring Black women writers and nurturing a community of book lovers on today's In This Together, sponsored by Alexa. Hey y'all, and welcome to In This Together. I'm Alejandro Alba. The Free Black Women's Library is a social art project and mobile library featuring more than 4,000 books written by Black women.
Olorunke Akinmo started the library in Brooklyn in 2015 and has since established chapters in Houston, Atlanta, Los Angeles, and Detroit.
Part of the reason why I started it was because at that time, I was seeing a lot of negativity around Black women's lives. I felt like within the community and also within media, Black women were often being victimized, pathologized, criminalized. So I wanted to do something to combat that. And I feel like the library is something that really centers and celebrates the brilliance of Black women, as well as our creativity, our imagination, and the diversity within our existence, right? Because we have all these different genres, and we have Black women who are writing and exploring and elevating these ideas through their written works. The way it works is that for every book you bring, you get to take a book. So it's a trading library. So we have people who sometimes show up with one book and they'll trade it for one book, and they can actually keep that book, and that book can become theirs if they love it, or they can bring that book back after they've read it to trade it for a new one. So you have people who have been trading books through the library since it started 6 years ago.
Olorunke was inspired by the community that raised her, the Bedford-Stuyvesant neighborhood, to create a space where book lovers of all kinds could gather together.
The community is like people who are heavy thinkers, people who are dreamers, people who are artists, people who are teachers, parents, children. Like there have been children who've been coming to the library for 6 years, so I've seen them grow from reading board books. Now they're reading YA and they're getting into more like adult fiction, and that's always exciting to see that transition.
The Free Black Women's Library hosts a theme event at a new location each month. Olorunke often finds inspiration for these events in her daily life, but she prefers to take her cues from the patrons who support the library.
I let the community kind of guide me in terms of what they feel is important. So a lot of times somebody might come and say, oh, you know, we really need to talk about the street harassment that's taking place in the neighborhood. Like, I feel really unsafe when I'm walking. So that might spark something in my mind of, okay, maybe we need to have a event conversation about this and pull people in to talk about how we can like deal with this problem. And then I'll just like go and dig into my books, and maybe I'll pull out some like June Jordan or some Toni K. Bambara to kind of reflect on and to read at that meetup, to just give us like an idea that, okay, this is something that has been happening for a minute, that lacks that sense of safety, and this is how it was dealt with in the past, so maybe we can learn from that, what didn't work and what worked. I feel like books offer a really great foundation for conversations for everyone. And sometimes people are like, oh, Black women's books only, does that mean that I can't come if I'm not a Black woman? And that's definitely not the case. All ages, all races, and all genders are welcome to come to the library anytime, it's anywhere. It's not an exclusive space, it's actually incredibly inclusive and incredibly accessible because it's always free, and you don't even need to have a book to come.
Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're doing well. And remember, we're all in this together.